point in time, by the time we left the Eve and moved to do those, we were doing a lot more hip hop, but it still wasn't an all hip hop show yet. Okay.
Now, let me pause 1 second. When did you start playing the first West Coast hip hop records?
When I made it.
And what year was that?
Would that be Hard Times, Lonzo? You think?
Nah, that was Hard Times.
You didn't play.
Hard Times was East Coast.
Oh no! What's the one we had with Daddy? I'm having a brain. Hold on, let me look that up. Keep talking.
No, one of the first West Coast hip hop songs I played might have been
Disco Daddy, right?
Disco Daddy, and or Flash's group. Flash's group. Damn, come on, help me out, y'all. What DJ Flash's group?
Funky Furious?
Huh? Damn, I forgot the name of Flash's group. He had a group. They came to Eve After Dark and performed, and it was my boy my boy. He died. He had the limousine company. Damn, I'm having flashes like a son of a gun right now. Oh man, come on, y'all. Let me count.
Well, to move, around what year would that have been?
1980.
Okay, 80. So basically around the same year as Rapper's Delight.
Yeah.
A couple years before Run DMC.
Right.
Right. So that's the first. You know what I'm saying? So okay.
Yeah, it was Rappers Rap Group. Rappers Rap. Yeah. The Rappers Rap. Good looking out. Much love. And
so Grandmaster Flash, are you?
The interesting part of that is that this is pre-drum machine. Everybody's using bands. Somebody may do some stuff with turntables, but this is before you're really programming music. And to me, that dictated the region. You know what I mean? So New York had a bunch of R&B bands, and that's who was making the tracks behind the rap records.
Right.
And then LA would have a bunch of funk and disco bands, and that was who was making the tracks behind the records.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to me, once again, when you speak of even the birth of hip hop in certain places, there's definitely distinctions. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I can appreciate that. I can. Now, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, good looking out. Who said that?
A couple of people, but no, that was later on. A couple years later.
Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, but that's still East Coast.
Yeah, that's still East Coast. That was
82, right?
We would do that 81, 82. Yeah, that was because Flash then was hot as fish grease for a while. At Eva Park, they was hot as fish grease. Scorpio, oh man, folks acting fool on Scorpio. Man, and Apache, just the beginning. Oh man, people acting fool.
And Apache was 83. If you're talking about Sugar Hill Gang Apache, that was 83.
That was 83. Okay, yeah. Right. That was Apache. Okay.
Hey, Young, when did you and Lonzo meet? Did you guys ever cross paths back in the day?
No, we did. Because Alonzo was I opened for N.W.A. I did a lot of the local stuff that we would be in the same place, whether it be they would have events at the swap meet or events for radio promo and the like. I remember seeing Alonzo. I see his face, I recognize. You know what I mean? So we definitely ran into each other.
We came out of the house.
What do you remember about early N.W.A.? I'm curious. I'm a history nerd when it comes to that. What do you remember about the early days of N.W.A. when you were opening up for them?
The interesting thing, and this is what I credit people for, is that one, I'm an East Coast kid coming out, but I was smart enough to embrace the West Coast as I was rhyming. Eazy and the members of N.W.A. respected me for that. So they thanked me on the album. They embraced me, and their embrace of me helped me become a lot more accepted on the West Coast because, how can I put it? I mean, Delicious had signed, had Tone Loc, Michel'le Ace, had them other things cracking. But the thing is, in terms of my acceptance and the ability to do the stuff at K-Dave and still be able to do the local, the local places and whatever, I know that me and early NWA had a similar struggle or similar path before, Bust a Move happened for me and I took off and, and they did their thing. So that's what I remember. I regard them as colleagues. I hadn't seen Cube in 20 some odd years, and I opened for him up in Spokane. And the first thing he says to me is like, "I hope you were cool with the drive-by." And I told him that the drive-by actually was gave me some of the best street cred that I ever got in my whole career. And if you're not from, I forget which album, and I should know this if it's America's Most Wanted or Death Certificate. But when he had the drive-by skit, they had Busta Move playing on the radio, and he turned it down to go do the lick, if you will.
That's right.
And I thought it was the coolest thing. But we had not seen each other since then for years and years and years. I don't know what he had heard, but we looked at each other in the face and hug, and I was like, no, that's all good. So that's how I look at Cube, Dre, Ren, Yella, Easy, God rest him. That, I mean, a lot of the places and things we did with records coming up, that was where I was.
Hey, young, you never came by the house?
I may have, dog. I'm old. I don't know. I don't remember. I may have. Hey, Lonzo, real quick. I wasn't driving. Orlando was driving me everywhere I was being driven. I didn't get my license until after my deal. I think I was in my early 20s when I got my license.
Okay, all right.
I had a college friend lend me his car to do my driver's test.
Wow. Okay. Now, because I remember I was talking to Tone Loke at a friend of mine's, a mutual friend service, and he said, "Yeah, Lonzo, I was at your house with Rose and D and all of them because everybody from Delicious Vinyl would be around my house and rehearse." And I was telling Matt one day because I didn't even meet Matt and them till later on. I said, "Man, I should be charging y'all for rehearsal time because your whole damn crew would be in your whole damn stable would be in my studio rehearsing." I just thought you might have came by.
Thank you, Ray Funk, Activate LA. Appreciate you.
What do you do? What do you do?
$10 donation. Appreciate you, Activate LA.
Always. Much love.
Follow Activate LA's channel. He has great content.
I may have been by your house, but like I said, I wasn't driving. So if I was driven to your house and we rolled up in there, that could easily have happened. But I wouldn't remember because I remember if I drive to someplace, but if I was driven, I wasn't. Yeah.
I get it, no problem, man. I was telling Ren the same thing. I don't remember Ren being in my house. I was at your house every day with Eazy. I don't remember that, dude. You was too goddamn quiet. I don't remember. Yeah, man, I was there with Eazy. You got a studio, you got a fish pond, you got this. He described my backyard to the T. I couldn't put you in it nowhere if I wanted to. But yeah, man, and it's really, you know what? Let me say something to you right quick.
Yes, sir.
For me, as an old school player, when I reach out for another old school player and they respond like they give a damn, man, I got to give you a shout out for that.